Hello, hello, hello. What is going on? It is the OCPD Coach, Shannon Williams. And guys, I'm breaking stuff all the time. At this point, I have this weird itch where if I see something broken, I cannot help but try to fix it. So for right now, I'm going to put this over to the side. But I was messing around with my microphone. Let me see if I can get this in shot real quick. I was messing around with the microphone and just happened to notice that my microphone had been upside down the entire time. So every single time I've been streaming with you guys and I accidentally go on mute, see if I can get, yeah, this thing is too smart for its own good. But now you can actually see that it's the right side up because you can see the name of the mic. The whole time it's been upside down. I have no idea how that happened, but apparently this is going to help me finally be able to see when the mic is on mute. So we'll be good to go going forward. And that is my quick little story for you guys today. I hope you guys are all doing fine, doing great on this Thursday evening for me. But it's been a week. It's been a really, really busy week, productive week, a week full of progress, network, and all of those good things. And today is the day of the week where we get to go over every single thing we've done for this week. We get to see how we have been making progress, see if we need to pick things up, if we put things in that probably weren't accounted for at the beginning of the week. And then we also get to see if there are things that we need to bring out. So we are going to get right to that. In the meantime, if you are in this stream, do me a favor, leave a like on the stream, guys. We are at 0 likes. And now we are at 1 because I liked it myself. So do me a favor, leave a like on the stream. And we are going to just get right into the content. So we are going to see if we like that small. We like that small cam. I don't know. Let me see. Small cam or big cam? I like big cam. The big cam just feels more official. So we'll do the big cam. And we are going to pull this up right over here. That good? Yep, you can see it. All right, that being said, we're going to just give ourselves a little timer. I like to time box myself so I don't end up doing a whole bunch of other stuff because this is supposed to be a quick, short and sweet stream, right to the point. All right, we're up to 3 likes. Appreciate you guys for that. So, hopping into it. This is our marketing planning sprint. Is that? No, this is our polish sprint. That's right. We are in our polishing sprint. So this is the sprint where we're getting all of our UI, all of the graphic effects, the different features that I want to be inside of Retro Game Store Simulator. We're getting all of those added. So let's go ahead through the list. And I normally start left to right, but we'll switch it up a little bit this time. We're going to start with our in progress. So right now, the tickets I have in progress, I have Life 1005. This ticket is to implement in-world graphic effects. This is a ticket I'm this close to saying it's done, but I don't want to cheat myself because I want to make sure I still get that dopamine as I'm continuing to work on this. But I'm so close. I'm probably 80% of the way in. I've got some cool weapons in the game and even added a few other things. So definitely making progress here. Next, we have Thief Weapon System. This, after meeting with Jameson on Tuesday, we've actually decided it would make sense to merge this feature with the sabotage system. So both of these, I pulled them in because I'm technically working on both of them at the exact same time. So we'll get both of these wrapped up, hopefully by the end of today, but I do have a lot of stuff going on today and it's not likely. So we'll see how things go. But that is our in progress right now. Nothing in brainstorming and nothing in stretch, but I do need to go to our to-do section and move over OCPD Coach Thursday stream. This is the stream I'm doing right this second. And I could mark it done, but I'm going to save that dopamine to delay it just a little bit so that once I wrap this stream up, I can instantly feel productive. So that's what we're going to be doing with that. The next thing we have on here is our Thursday night stream. So tonight I will be doing a stream and I have to get all of the details, but if you pay attention to my community post, you'll see it. We are going to be doing a live stream today on a panel, which will be a lot of fun, talking about some topics related to marriage, manhood, and just relationships in general. So it's stuff that you typically don't see me indulge in on this channel, but if you want to get to see me in other conversations, Make sure you check those community posts so that you can stay updated on what channel that information is going to be on and that stream will be present on. Moving forward, implement UI. This we are going to move over to in progress. I'm currently doing the split, so I'll show you guys just a little bit. Oh, I'm working on a shirt too, so I want to get my merch going, so I'm designing a shirt. But if you see here, what I've done is I started taking all of my UI and I'm putting everything inside of a big Photoshop file. Then when I take it in the game, I can split everything out and we can pop it in. So I am working on this. Everything else that I have, we have improved phone UI. I'm not doing that right this second. Notification overhaul. Not technically, I'm not doing that right now. Build setting screen, not technically. I'm not implementing anything for it right now. Same with the improving product ordering experience, product desire system, creating a UI unlockable transition similar to date everything. That's another thing. I'll add it in, but I'm not doing it right this second. And then the month transition. So as you guys can see, I have a whole lot of stuff. We have a whole lot of stuff that we still need to get done. What, 8 plus 5? We're looking at 15 tickets worth of content that needs to get addressed. So we'll do everything we can to make sure we get that green check. You guys know I like to end every single Sunday stream off with a good
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
But I'm gonna pause it. I'm not gonna give myself that desire, that feed into it right now to give myself that pleasure because I haven't earned it yet. But every Sunday, you know, I like to get to play that song. And we play that song once we finish every single task or once this sprint is complete and we are comfortable and confident in the work we've been able to do. So yeah, that's our to-do. Blocked. I need to cut my son's hair. Funny story, y'all. I was cutting my son's hair last week and I messed up. It happens. I wanted to give him a bald fade like me. So now he's looking just like daddy right now because I messed it up. But it's fun, man. You guys, you have to learn not to take everything so serious because you stress yourself out. Some stuff you got to just laugh at and have fun with it. Next thing I have on here is admin and planning. Now, this is something that I typically wait to mark this ticket complete until right before the stream starts because this is a bunch of other stuff I'm doing. But I'm going to do something different and bump this up 1 or 2. And I'll tell you why. Let's give this a 3. I'll tell you why. I've been making changes to my stream recently. One of the biggest changes that you saw I think it was last sprint, I added the Amazon affiliate links. So if you guys want to get a streaming set up similar to mine, I have all of the links there and available. But another thing I decided to do was this. So I added a PayPal setup so that if you guys decide you want to give to the stream or just support it in any financial way, monetary way, that is the easiest and best way to do it. I don't want to do Cash App right now, and I don't have any monetization on this channel. So everything I'm bringing to you guys, this is just from, I guess, the love of it right now. But ultimately, we want to monetize the channel and be able to do more. So that is what we're doing right now, and that is some work that I did for this sprint already. So I'm just going to add a comment here so I know I created myself a PayPal. I don't like donation. I would say gifting, seed sowing, site. I know it's technically called a donation, but I don't know. The word donation just, I look at it a little different. So let's pull this in progress. I mean, no. I'm going to leave it in blocked. No, I'm pulling it in progress. This is a weird one. I don't like to mark this done until Sunday. So I'm going to have something sitting in progress until Sunday, but I am technically working on it. I am technically still doing stuff for admin. So we're going to keep this in here. And then we have another thing. So hyper-focus stream, you guys know that will be this Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. That is where we get work done. We body double, show you guys what I'm doing, and hopefully you get work done too. And we have our benchmarking. I do this every single Sunday before I do the sprint wrap up. So that is when I go over our YouTube subs to see if we are having any movement, check Twitch, check the wish list for the video game. Just all of that I track weekly because I like to see that incremental progress. So we're good there. Now let's get to what has to hands down be my favorite part of the entire stream. What have we done? So let's just go ahead through it. First thing, read Bible for 30 minutes. I did this. I actually did something different this time. I've been listening to Proverbs, a lot of Proverbs. I think it's really good for growing my business, growing my mental health, just everything in regards to being a human, I think Proverbs is a really good book of instruction. So I've been listening to Proverbs, but I took it a step further and I started listening to people breaking down the Bible verses and making correlations between the Bible verses in Proverbs and business. So that has been something I've been doing. So it's actually been a little bit beyond 30 minutes, but that's fine. Again, guys, welcome in. I hope you guys are doing great. Feel free to interact with me. I won't bite. I'm hoping to help you guys. So if you need help with anything, that's what I'm here for. Next thing we have on here is scout upcoming conferences. I did that. I didn't really find anything this sprint, but it's all right. We'll keep doing this every single sprint. You can see I have it marked as a repeat. So next week, it'll automatically be present and we can go from there. Next thing, work out at least 2 days this week. Yes. Again, this is dialed down just a little bit from what I typically do. So I did a nice walked outside with my son, took him for a few laps, and I did a few curls and some other stuff. So I did my workouts this week, even though it isn't my traditional workload. Next thing, investigate food court glass shatter. I did that, and y'all, it looks, man, woo-wee. I'm adding stuff to this game where people are just gonna have fun, and it just makes me smile when I think about how much fun people will have with it. So definitely added that in. Next thing, fix sitting system. You can now sit on the toilet and sit on a bench the correct way, as well as get up the correct way. So I was able to address all of that. The next thing, replace porch light. Again, quick, easy win. This is something that a lot of people would not consider to be a task, but it is. It's something that needs to get done. So I definitely make sure that even small wins like this, I put in, and when I have that boost of energy, I can go ahead and knock it out. So I'll give myself a double ring for that one. Next up, the item object catcher. So I built something up under my map inside of Retro Game Store Simulator where every time an item drops underneath the map for whatever reason, it'll automatically spawn back at a certain location. So knock that out. Big bug. Let's move on. So sun time, 2.5 dedicated hours this week. We definitely went over that already. I did my trademark check-in. It's something, man. Trademarks, I don't know what's taking so long to get my trademark approved, but it's been taking a while. My trademark, I submitted it 6 months ago, and I'm seeing no movement on it. So hopefully we get some movement on that pretty soon, so I didn't waste my money. The next thing, OCPD Coach Sunday stream. I did that Sunday. Wipe time, definitely more than 5 hours, y'all. Get your wipe time in. So I'm gonna tell you, wipe time and sun time, these are both my tier 1 relationships. So if I do more than the allotted amount, that's even better. And the reason why is I am the type of person with my OCPD where I would tend to just care about work and I overwork. I tend to neglect family time. So if I am going above and beyond what I've designated as family time, you got to just give yourself pats on the back for that, because that means that you are starting to understand how you can have that healthier relationship with progress. Not all being business, work, but also making time for family, making time for loved ones, and making time for that tier 1 relationship in your life. Keep moving forward. We have on here Jameson meeting, another easy one. So I meet with Jameson every single Tuesday. We talk about the game. This is good. Again, anybody who has OCPD and you have some issues with indecision or even delegation, you want to find you somebody that you can trust, get insight from, get advice from, and somebody that you can bounce ideas off of. Because even if you don't have that clear idea in your head, if you have somebody to bounce the ideas off of, you can get to a much clearer picture and make more educated, healthier, and hopefully more productive decisions along the way. Says that. We got 3 more minutes. So real quick, guys, I want to remind you that I will be streaming this Saturday actually, let me show you guys so you get the visuals. So this Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, we are doing a body double hyper-focused chill stream. What does this mean? We get work done. I do a little teaching. I normally teach for about an hour. I don't have my lesson yet, but I'm sure one will come. And we're just gonna have some fun and make some stuff. And the next thing is that every single Sunday at 1:15 p.m. Eastern time, that is when I plan all of this work out. So all of the work that you are looking at right now, I planned all of this out on a stream. If you want to do this with me, if you want to make progress with me and track your progress with me, that's the stream to make it in. I also do something in the stream called a retrospective. We have to make sure that we are continuously evolving ourselves, congratulating ourselves, or making ways to optimize ourselves. I love that word, optimize. And that retro is that time to do it. We go over things we could have done better, things we did great, and things that going forward we need to start doing. So always make sure you try to tune into that stream. Guys, we got 4 people in here on YouTube that I can see. I appreciate everybody for hopping in. I thank you guys. If you have not subbed to the channel already, please leave a sub on the channel. It's free. It's free. And it helps me a lot. Also, hit that bell so that you can stay notified, because as of right now, you will not be updated when I post any videos unless I'm in your algorithm already. So make sure you hit that bell and turn on all notifications. All right, next thing. I need to add a few things in here real quick. So a few things popped up that I did not have planned, and I'm going to put them in to do. First things first was meeting with Russ regarding OCPD Coach course. So you guys know I've been working on a course for the past year that helps you build a healthier relationship with progress. This was an hour long. We're going to just go ahead and I'll give it a few labels here. We'll say ad hoc. We will say the OCPD coach, and we will say tier 4 relationship. So we're going to go ahead and mark that one in there. Refresh. Now I get to mark that one done. Give myself credit for it. There was something else that happened this sprint, and I'm having a hard time. It seems like I had another meeting or more work that popped up. Yeah, I know what it'll be. It will be design OCPD coach. Nah. I'm not putting that. I'll tell you why. I was gonna put my shirt design in here, but if I put it in here, I'm held accountable, and if I, for whatever reason, don't get it done, I'll feel bad. However, in my admin and planning, this is where I can consider that as part of that. So when I make my shirt, it's part of admin and planning. It's all connected. So all good. Won't do it there. Honestly, I think we're good. I'll say one more thing I did. I hopped on. I called them Unc because they got some age on me, but Darwin McPherson's YouTube channel. I hopped on that last night, and I was on there probably for about an hour to an hour and a half. And that was, for me, that was a networking opportunity, but also learning, self-improvement, all of that stuff. So we're definitely going to give ourselves a ticket for that. So we're going to say on, I don't know if I'm spelling his name right. I think that's how you spell it though. So we're going to say got information, knowledge, and give ourselves 2 for that. And I know that time is up. I just need to add one more ticket. And again, guys, this is critical. Please do not skip this step. If you are using Jira or any type of task management software, we do not like to give ourselves all of the points for stuff we've already done. We never like to go back and add stuff in, but you have to do this. This is part of the process. This is how you can tell how much you actually are able to estimate. First of all, properly estimate. But then these things are going to impact how much you get done. Because if you have a good amount of stuff you brought in, it's going to be difficult to get everything else that you got planned done. So definitely make sure you don't skip this step. Last thing I'm going to do is so 1 hour connect with Chris. Unlock strategy. So this is another thing I did, was another networking thing. I was able to connect with a new buddy of mine for about an hour. We talked about Google APIs, all the nerdy stuff. We talked about that stuff. So that was a good time. And that's that, guys. I have a lot of work ahead of me. I'm confident, y'all. I'm confident we are going to get this sprint knocked out. I'm hoping that you guys did this too. If you are using Jira, I'm hoping that you followed along. If you have questions, let me know. If you want to start using Jira, I know a few people have reached out, and I've gotten a few people onboarded using Jira. So definitely reach out and let me know, because I would love to help out. This is something I'm thinking about adding to a Patreon account, because I do think I'm going to go ahead and start up a Patreon pretty soon. And I would love to know what types of features you guys would like to see in it. I'm thinking about things such as helping you set up a Jira board, helping you manage and maintain your Jira board, doing private calls as an option for you guys, private streams, because I always get that itch to stream and do body doubling stuff. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff we can do. Even if you need help setting up a stream for yourself, if you want to get yourself set up and you need help setting up your environment or whatever that might be. all types of different things I can add to that Patreon. So just be on the lookout for it, guys. I'm starting to try to add more opportunities to monetize this brand going forward, because you never know how you can reach people, and you have to value your time. I value my time. I value the energy I put into these streams. And I think that if you guys appreciate that value, you'd be willing to do a value exchange for monetary gain for myself. So we all good. That being said, I am going to wrap this thing up. Full cam. I hope you guys had a great stream. I hope this was insightful for you. I hope it was informational for you, and you got some information out of it that can help you make strides at building that healthier relationship with progress in your life. That was a mouthful, but it is what it is. Outside of that, again, reminders, guys, I stream 3 times a week. So I stream every single Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. That's a work stream. If you want to get some work done, study for a test, that's the one to pop into. If you want to learn more about ADHD, OCPD, I'm always doing little streams about little teaching lessons about that in those streams. And then if you want to see how I plan my sprint out from beginning to end, that is where you want to come in our Sunday streams at 1:15 p.m. Eastern time. These streams are informational. I help you out. I teach you how I live my life, how I plan my life outside of just work, but even with family and personal time. And then every single Thursday, as you are here now seeing, this is when we review our streams, Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern time every single week. So that's 3 times a week. You guys can come in here, get some free game, free content, free knowledge. And if you want some more free stuff, then make sure you go over to theocpdcoach.com/resources. Got a bunch of free documents. Like I'll piece that together. But make sure you check that out. And I'll see you guys soon. In the meantime, I hope you keep fighting for your life. Peace.